Hello, I'm Johan Andersson. I'm from Paradox Interactive, and I'll be basically talking about Victoria 2. Victoria 2 is kind of like different from most of our grand strategy game. This is the game where it's kind of like, it's not focused on warfare like Hearts of Iron or just pure empire building like Europe Universalis. Victoria 2 is a political, economical simulation where you create a country and take it through nationalism and industrialization. Victoria 2, as I said, is an economical game in its core. A large part of this is the world market. The world market is a common pool of economics and goods that transcribes the entire world. Why do we have a common huge market? Well, in this era, it was the biggest free market era ever seen in the world, and we never ever seen one again. Politics is the second big part in Victoria. What we've changed here compared to our previous game is to make the politics more in depth, to make every pop has their own issues. We've also made different types of elections depending on what type of states you are. So it will be a more in-depth political system. One thing that's important here is that it's not just countries that are alone. There's also diplomacy between each and every country. We've learned quite a lot of how to develop diplomatic models through our games like Hearts of Iron, Europe Universalis, Crusader Kings, etc. We're looking quite a lot at what we've been doing in the latest expansion to EU3, and we may be using some stuff from there. It's not just an economical, political, diplomatic game. There's of course still war. There still will be the possibilities to fight the Crimean Wars and the American Civil Wars. You will be able to recruit armies and crush your enemies and drive them before you, but you will not hear the lamentations. One of the things that our fans like with our games is that we are so historical driven while still allowing the freedom to do whatever you want with your countries. So what we're trying to do is to make Victoria into the perfect blend of historicity, where you have good gameplay and good game mechanics that drives the historical flows, and not just having rigid events and crutches to destroy the gameplay, but having reasons that causes and effects to make an historical driven gameplay, which worked out splendidly great in the EU3 and his Hearts of Iron series. One of the things we've always talked about is that our games are driven and made on maps. So we've had maps that have been small, just covering Europe, and maps that are huge, like Hearts of Iron 3 with 10,000 provinces. What we tried to do in Victoria 2 was to make a map that have all the things we want from it. So we basically took the map from one of the biggest user mods for Victoria 1. We hired a guy that made that map and had it adapted into making a perfect map for Victoria 2. The funniest thing with Victoria is that we actually are the only game that simulates every single human living in the world. We have full population units that covers every person's personal beliefs and opinions, and everything of this matters in the long run in the game.